He's one of our own. Paul Dummett. He's one of our own. Because he's getting the love tonight, that's why Paul Dummett's getting a bit of love off me, everybody. Welcome to The Last Word. Our own Paul Dummett. He's one of our own. Yes, hello everybody. I've said for a couple of weeks, we're not safe. We're not safe. One more point. Fuck that. We are safe, everybody. We are safe, and I am so happy. So happy tonight. That result performance is astonishing. It has shocked us for the right reasons. I am literally over the moon. I am over the fucking moon with that performance. Steve Bruce doesn't get much credit. I think he will in this video. I think he has earlier on tonight in the previous videos. I am absolutely over the moon. Honestly, buzzing with that result. Welcome to The Last Word. If you can smash that like for the win tonight, I'll be absolutely out of the moon. I can't get out of that win tonight. I really can't get out of that win. Unbelievable. Keep your comments coming because I'll be reading some of them out before we get on to the match. And as ever, if you are watching at midnight, or if you're watching the rerun, thank you as well. Right, we've got a packed show. We're going to be talking about that crazy game, loads of incidents. We've got reaction from Sam as well. We've also got Steve Bruce, Joe Willock reaction, and we'll also have a look at the league table. Yes, Johnny, he's one of our own. Johnny Greenwood, he's one of our own. Yes, a lot of love getting thrown out about tonight. Is Lee about to say, we are safe? No, I'm singing. I know that's going to be clipped down, and Sam will do that. I know he will, but I don't give a shit. Newcastle are safe, and there's been so much worry the past 6 months about Newcastle's performances in league and stuff. But yeah, still Steve Bruce out, but give him credit tonight. Ollie says clearly research how to hurt Leicester with 3 at the back. Ryan Sweeney, great result. Sorry, I cannot bring myself to give Bruce credit. I know it's tough. It is tough. But that performance, man, brilliant. I know there's bigger fish and bigger things that are happening in Newcastle that aren't good, especially with the manager and the owner and what have you. But just enjoy tonight. Just enjoy tonight. I see this very rarely. Like the Everton win at Goodison was sensational as an overall performance. The Southampton one, just enjoy these moments because we aren't the big four. We didn't get many wins like this. Honestly, sensational, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's crack on with tonight's video for you. Here we go. And this is your Leicester lineup. And I think what Leicester fans will say is Jonny Evans withdrawn at the last minute. I think that has probably hurt them a little bit because 3 other players were either brought in or moved around into another position at the last minute, which will probably be a little bit confusing. They would have worked on training for the last 48 hours, what they're setting up, how they're going to go to Newcastle, attack Newcastle, and that last minute change probably dented them with so many players being moved around in that. Obviously, that benefits Newcastle. Look, I don't think that was the key overall deciding factor. Of course not, but it definitely helped us, and it didn't help Leicester at all. But we're not talking about Leicester. We're talking about the tune. Let's have a look at the lineup. What Newcastle went with. Steve Bruce opted to bring in Joe Willock, which we all thought in the last 2 days that it'll be Miguel Almiron that'll come out and Joe Willock will come in. However, it was Sean Longstaff, which was a little bit of a surprise. Came out of that starting lineup. He goes back to the bench. But the big one, I think, was Krath coming in at centre-back. I was like, eh? Now, I get, me and Johnny talked about this in the car the other day. We were saying that, yeah, Kieran Clark's a little bit wobbly all over the place. He deserves to be coming out. And we thought, right, you might change it and go 4 at the back. But no, Emil Kraft comes in, obviously, because Fabian Schär was suspended. And do you know what it is? Credit Emil Kraft. There's a lot of banter and jokes on this channel with Johnny and Sam, but the lad deserves full credit. And I thought he was brilliant also. We'll touch upon individual performance later on. But, right, Gannon into the kickoff, and we were all over Leicester. We were literally all over Leicester. It was a fantastic start. This is the chance, if you remember, where it was a free kick or it was a corner. I can't remember. No, it was so far back. It was really early on when Fernandes flicks it just wide. And you're thinking, oh, is that the only chance that we're going to get? And it's going to come back and haunt us? Because we all think that, didn't we? Oh, we've had one chance and that's it. See you later. Leicester going to come back and go at it. But no, it didn't. It was us, Newcastle. We were kept going at it. And there was so many times that we would dominate their midfield and getting in behind on the counter and stretching their midfield in defence. And we were worried in the preview about being dominated with Ndidi, with Tielemans and Maddison. They look second best tonight. And that's credit to our midfielders and how we set up. And that's credit to Steve Bruce for picking up on small things and playing on the counter to your strengths. And it worked wonders, but it didn't stop there. The chances kept coming. I thought this one would hurt. I really did. Wilson's bursting through on that right-hand side. He squares it, and ESM's got to score. He's literally 7 yards out. Schmeichel, as in Peter Schmeichel, not Kasper, he copies off his Dan, does that starship jump, and it's a wonderful, fucking brilliant save. It's not the only just Dubravka makes one later, but it's a great save. But if you're a Toon fan, you think that has to go in the back of the net. That has to be 1-0 Newcastle. However, you're thinking, right, okay, we've missed 2 chances already. I'm still thinking it's going to come back and hurt we. But we kept playing the way we were. We were really, really, especially the first half or first hour, we were absolutely brilliant. And it was us who looked like the Champions League team. And when the goal came, it very similar, another counter-attack. The ball's played through. Well, sorry, not the ball isn't played through. I'm referring to another goal. Soyuncu, mistake, man. What was he doing? Horrendous. Doesn't know his whereabouts. And Willock just stabs it off and nicks it in front of him. It's all about pace then. Willock gets in front of his man. I actually think Schmeichel should be doing a little bit better on this one. Because if you look at that, even at that still shot there, Schmeichel hasn't even dived yet. I reckon Schmeichel, if he dives, could have dived quicker. He would have saved that, but not a worry. We're 1-0 up. You're thinking, champion, 1-0 up. We deserve to be 1-0 up. You know, there's that saying where you've got to take your chances or it'll come back and haunt you. And we kept getting chances and we went 1-0 up, which is great. And then thinking, right, okay, are we going to park the bus? So we're going to sit back and just chill. But no, that second goal came very quickly. Not long after. It was only, top of my head, 5 minutes. It can't be that long. And that man, he's one of our own. Paul Dummett, he's one of our own. Gets his first goal, I believe, since we drew with Man United 3-3 at St James's Park in the rain that night. Poor from Leicester again. A question mark around Schmeichel possibly, but the corner from Richie Dummett leaps high. Look how high he is there on that still picture. Brilliant. And then we're 2-0 up, and we're like, fucking hell, what's going on? Newcastle are 2-0 up, man. 2-0 up. We're thinking, we're 2-0 up away to Leicester, who are third in the league. And it's like, this doesn't happen to Newcastle often. And we're going into half-time, we're loving it, and thinking, right, it's going to be a different side. Leicester are going to come out and go out and attack because they need points, because fourth place might not even get them Champions League, because Chelsea might finish out the top 4 and win the Champions League, which means they go into the Champions League. Are you confused? You should be. But going into the second half then, and 3-0 up really quickly early on. It's another counter-attack. Leicester, very high line. Midfield's a little bit all over the place. It's a fantastic through ball. And I think it was Richie who clipped this one through. And Wilson composed in front of goal. He was coming up towards Schmeichel. He taps it a little bit towards the right-hand side, which gives him a better angle, a side footer in to the back of the net. Dreamland, 3-0 up. When you think you're 3-0 up, you're thinking, we're going to win this. Not earlier on, mind, because I thought earlier on in the game we're having too many chances. But yeah, we're 3-0 up at that stage. I'm going to read some of your comments out when we get a 4-0. But yeah, we're 3-0 up, and it's brilliant, man. Honestly, I'm still, it's a few hours after the game, and I'm still in shock. I'm still like, has that really just happened? Has that really just happened? We just scored 4 goals against Leicester, man. 4, and then we went 4-0 up, man. And it was dreamland. And I have to say, Wilson's angle is incredible. I mean, he's so unlucky because the ball's played through and he's hit the post, and then it comes back. And look at that angle. Look where Wilson is right now. And I kind of thought when I seen it hit the side netting originally, when I first seen it, I thought, it's hit side netting. Oh, he's so lucky there. But the angle there, he stabs it in and he gets his 12th of the season. He's double of the night. And honestly, man, brilliant. And we were worried about ESM's relationship with Callum Wilson. I don't think ESM was the best player on the pitch. And I heard the lads speak about this in the score of the players, and I agree with them. It's nice that we haven't relied on him as heavily tonight. Other players have stepped up around him because it can't always be ESM to get from A to B up the pitch. But 4-0 up, man. 4-0. Let's jump into some of your comments, what you're saying before we talk about the Leicester worry, if you want to call it that, one that was scored a couple of goals. Ryan goes on to say, great result. Sorry, I cannot bring myself to Bruce to credit. I've already read that out earlier on. Our best first half performance for me, it was just brilliant. Ryan goes on to say, I agree, fans deserve so much more decent times, so enjoy this as well. Lee, you've been working out, glowing tonight. Oh, wait, we are safe. That's why. 2 fucking rights, we are safe, Smithy. 2 rights are we safe. Enjoy it, man. Because I've been keep saying one more point, but we could technically, I'm saying that in the technicality, we could still go down if Fulham win 4 games, which isn't going to happen, and we lose all 3 of our remaining, which isn't going to happen. That's not going to happen. The law of averages, it's just Newcastle's favour, like 90-odd%. It isn't going to happen. Crather's better at centre-back, says Jody as well. That's us safe, says Seth as well. What a match. How are the lads? Sam, who does the articles up on Newcastle Fans TV, is also a member. I've been saying this for a while. Emil Kraft is better at centre-back. A couple of us have seen that as well. Agree, Leicester had a shocker night. Full credit to the lads for taking control and getting the win. All right, Lane, Geordie's Leeds fan here. I told you weeks ago you'd be safe. Relax now. But are you stuck with Cabbage next season? See you lads next season. Marching on together. I didn't want to talk about negativity. Yes, we probably will be. But just really want to enjoy that as well. Can you not show actual clips, or is that classed as copyright? No, we can't play actual live footage because we'll have a strike, which means we can't do live videos. Thanks, Lee, for all the great content tonight. Thank you very much, Thomas. If you can smash that like, Thomas, if you haven't already, that'll be wonderful. It is 12:15 nearly in the morning, even though we lost tonight. I would have said that we're well done for the lads for working hard and pressing Leicester into mistakes. That's what we asked for. We asked for that. Show a bit of commitment tonight, even if it's like a bit of fight, a bit of determination. We'll go down fighting, then so be it as well. Like the Ronaldo header. Paul Dummett, he's one of our own. All yous lot are going to go to bed singing that song tonight. I know yous are. You're all going to message me on social media again. Fucking Lee, he's fucking got me with that fucking Paul Dummett song in my head. He's one of our own. Ollie Gans on to say we need to do everything to get Willock back in loan for the full next season. I totally agree with that, says with Ollie as well. I'm keeping this video. Lee actually said we are safe. We are. I'm going on record saying, although not mathematically, technically, but we are safe now. That law of averages isn't happening now. Running behind, but getting what a match as well, says Andrew, who's on the live fan reaction show a little bit earlier on. 2 wins to beat last season. It's mad because Newcastle are 13th, man. Madness, isn't it? Right. A little bit of negativity. Obviously, we're 4-0 up. Going back to where we're talking about before. Keep your comments coming because I'll read them back out again. It goes to 4-1. Leicester pressing really hard. And I'm going to say this is a hell of a finish. What a finish this is. Matt Ritchie's probably not following. Well, he's not following his man. Matt Ritchie's made Albrighton free. And the ball comes across and he doesn't even take a touch. Albrighton. It's an unbelievable finish. This will probably be a contender for May's goal of the month, although he probably won't win it because he doesn't celebrate it. That probably doesn't influence people. But what a finish. What a finish. Unbelievable finish. Goal of the night for me. 4-1. Think, it's a consolation, man. Didn't worry about it. Because that was, the 80th minute? He goes, game over, man. However, the nerves started creeping in because they scored not long after, didn't they? And then it was 4-2. And that man, Kelechi Iheanacho, which we talked about him for a couple of times, talked about him in the build-up, we talked about him in the preview, goes through the legs, Dubravka's unsighted, goes bottom corner, it's 4-2. Little bit worried about that. You think, oh Christ, it's 4-2 with 6 or 7 minutes to go. Different day in Arsenal when we were 4-0 up, don't throw it away. You think you were worried, but you seen Ayoze Perez test Dubravka with a curler, which went, he saved it and tipped it over the bar. And the one that was towards near the end where Dubravka spreads himself, and I said earlier on the video, the Schmeichel save was phenomenal. But this was, if not better, just as good. The save, I mean, look at this. Unbelievable block in the body. It's a great save. Perez flying in. Perez should be scoring, to be honest. That would have made a 4-3. And fuck me, we all would have been worried. Jesus. Because that would have been what? Literally stoppage time, 4-3. And then fine well, Schmeichel would have came up. They would have went long ball. And Leicester were going long ball as well. They would have continued that. Oh, but we hung on. We hung on. And it's an unbelievable win. And, I didn't expect it, as I say. It's just an unbelievable... I kind of keep saying it because I can't stop saying it because it is an unbelievable performance in a win. We've got a poll on the YouTube community. Is that the best performance of the season? It has to be up there with the Southamptons, the Everton, and the West Ham one first game of the season because it was absolutely brilliant. We're still not done. Let's read some of your comments out. We've got a lot, probably still got another 5 to 10 minutes to go through yet. Let's go through this. I love this core of players. A lot of them have been with us since we were in the championship days back in 2016. They love the club and we wanted to do well, says Adrian. Yeah, Isaac Hayden tweeted after the game, even though he's not playing and injured, loving it. Cheers for the content again. Leon lads, buzzing Vardy didn't score. Yeah, he's got a good record against Vardy. Nearly did with Dubravka. Matt Ritchie, legend. Ayose bringing out his finishing ability from his time at Newcastle. Laugh out loud. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. And let's hope next season's be better than this one. A couple of players I want to talk about. Keep your comments on because I'm coming back to them because we've got reaction from Bruce Willock and Bruce Willock. That sounds like Bruce Willis, doesn't it? Yippee-yi-yo, motherfucker. And then we've also got Sam's reaction. We'll take a look at the league table. But a few players to mention. Obviously, Callum Wilson with a brace. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Matt Ritchie, I thought was sensational. Again, tonight got 2 assists. The goalkeeper, Martin Dubravka, even though we scored 4, it's strange to mark your goalkeeper high, but a couple of blocks in the first half, second half as well. I thought he was those, and obviously Willock, those 4 probably, and maybe even, do you know what? Maybe even Emil Kraft deserves a bit of recognition tonight. I thought he was good as well. So John Joe Shelby, another one. He's been getting a lot of stick online this channel as well. He had to sit and be that you had to just be disciplined and sit in front of that back 5, which he did, which allowed Miggy to try and run and allow Willock to try and get forward on the counter. But yeah, some notable mentions. Good to see them. But let's get a reaction from Steve Bruce and Joe Willock.
Oh, absolutely pleasing. I mean, it was especially first half. Some of our counter attack was excellent. I didn't think we'd be coming here today, to be brutally honest, and scoring 4 times. But yeah, delighted with the win. We played very, very well. Well, we said before the game, that he's forced his way into the pitch by what he's done as a sub. And as I said before the game, it was difficult for Sean. But I think for an hour there, until he tired a little bit, he was excellent. He's a really, really smashing young player. And I think that's his 5th goal he's got for us. So a wonderful return since, obviously, when we took him in January. Well, he's had to, and we knew you coming here, we had to have our goalkeeper playing well and the team playing well. And Martin, couldn't only be us. I'd be disappointed not to keep a clean sheet. We only us could give 2 goals away in the last 10 minutes and made it a little bit hairy. But overall, to come here and score 4, I'm obviously very, very pleased.
Yeah, we knew we had to get something out of today's game, and to come in and do it so convincingly is brilliant. Brilliant belief for us to go to the next game. Obviously, come off the bench a few times and I scored, so I was knocking on the door. I told the manager I need to start, and he believed in me to put me in from the start, and hopefully I repaid him. We knew we had to come in and beat Georgia, away from home. They're a top side, they're fighting for Champions League, so they're a really good side. So we knew we had to come in and defend together, and we have more than enough pace on the counter to get the goals that we did today. That's not how we wanted to finish the game. We wanted to stay on top of throughout the whole 95 minutes, and we didn't do that. That's a bit of disappointment that we're going to take away from the game. But I thought the boys done brilliant today. We work on that every day. In training all week, we've been trying to stay compact, and when we get the chance to go in behind them, we're going to be ruthless, and that's what we've done today. And I'm happy that Wolves can come back on the score sheet again and he can get 2 goals, and hopefully that gives him confidence.
So Joe Willock, very happy to see Callum Wilson score, which was nice, instead of thinking of himself. Seems a real canny down-to-earth guy, didn't he, Joe Willock? I mean, he's now got, it's incredible, 11 games, 5 goals. I mean, strikers would be proud of that. incredible. You remember a lot of them are substitute appearances of late as well. But yeah, absolutely sensational. Come back to your comments. When is Hayden back? He's back. We think it'll be July. So he's not going to be back for this season. Bob Marino has been a player that left us and really kicked on in the career. Townsend, Yamat, Sissoko, Yedlin, Mitrovic, Perez. Yeah, off the top of my head, I kind of think Wijnaldum, yeah, good shout. Yeah, good shout. Shane goes on to say just the investment and a new manager for next season would be wonderful. Welbeck for goal of the month, half volley Cruyff. It's good turn, but I just think Albrighton's got better technique on it. Firstly, for me, Kraft at one point was one of the worst players we ever bought, and now he's proved a lot. Yeah, Smithy, it's centre back. I think he looks a lot more easier because out wide he runs like Shaggy, didn't he? Runs like that, didn't he? He runs like, and he just gets outpaced all the time. I mean, he scissored down Vardy, remember. But yeah, Willock in the box, ready if Wilson missed the fourth goal. Box-to-box midfielder, something we didn't have. In the picture you showed with the angle of Wilson, was that that's what we need in midfield. Yeah, getting forward for the goal. TalkSport is still blatant on about Leicester rather than Newcastle being. All right, it's Clicks, isn't it? Clicks, that station. Joe Willock reminds me of Rob Lee. God, what a player Rob Lee was. Goal scoring midfielder from London. Would love to have him on a permanent. Yeah, seems like Willock is a decent player, and Kraft is still shocking. He just didn't get exposed out wide as he normally does. No, because he wasn't out wide, was he? But we've got Mr. Mullina's reaction. Here he is.
Thank you, Mr. Lawler. Well, have we all got our breath back now? What a crazy game. Where did that come from? When we sat here, like, after that Arsenal game, such a drab display, lifeless, gutless, to bounce back like that, massive, massive credit to the players and Steve Bruce, the coaching staff. You have to give them credit. You have to. After a win like that, against a team like that, who will be in the Champions League next season, to go to their turf and be 4-0 up. Yes, all right, we conceded a couple of late ones, but a fantastic display. A proper Newcastle United display for the first time ever. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? Brilliant relief to be safe for another year. Look, let's not make this. Look, mistakes have been made this year, but, you know, we've got away with it again. But yeah, fantastic counter-attacking display with some proper attacking intent from midfield. It would have been very easy for Steve Bruce to put in a Hendrick or whoever to kind of drop Shelvey and fit in Willock. We all said that Miggy was the one that should be dropped. He didn't. He dropped Sean. I wasn't convinced. I was wrong. It was the most attacking midfield he could put out. And they've smashed it. They went head-to-head with Maddison, Tielemans and Didi. 99 times out of 100, that Leicester midfield beats ours. Wow. I'm still in shock, but it gives us real kind of confidence now to go into them last few games of the season. Nothing to fear, and, you know, let's pick up some points. Let's finish as high as we can. So, top 10 is a bit out of reach, but, you know, who knows? Who knows? What a win. What a win.
Yeah, what a win it was, Mr. Mullen. And he's admitted that he was wrong for a change. Make sure you give him stick the next time he's on video, will you? Thank you very much, Sam, for that. Right. Let's take a look at the league table. So here we are. Currently, obviously, we've played before. A lot of teams have over the weekend. So you might see Newcastle drop 1 or 2 positions, which is be expected. But, you know, look at that, man. 13. Fucking hell. Madness. Absolutely madness. Obviously, Fulham win all their games, which is a monumentous task. And obviously, there's teams below us as well. Look at Newcastle are safe. So, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that league table now. And it's helped the goal difference, picking up a bit more results of late as well, because it used to be one of the worst. I mean, it still is. But what I mean by that is it's gone up a little bit. It's improved. But yeah, we didn't really have to worry about Fulham's game on Monday now, because for me, that is done. Done deal. We are safe for another season, which in a negative sense, it's disappointing that we have to talk about But on the positive, though, the last few weeks, minus the Arsenal game, has been much more improved. And yeah, it looks like we are safe. And if Burnley win, I think that'll almost will Burnley win, that'll relegate Fulham, and depending on West Brom do as well, because West Brom need to win all their games as well. But yeah, that is the league table. But yeah, that is a wrap for everybody. It's been a long one. Grafted today, started work at 9 a.m. and we've done all the videos as well, which is brilliant. Tomorrow will be a bit more news on the Mike Ashley stuff. Do you know how he's come out with the HMRC and the statement and going to sue, or try to sue, the Premier League for anti-competition, and the fans going back? I'm in the car. That's already been edited, so that'll go tomorrow. So make sure you're tuned in for that. If you missed the fan reaction, all the best clips will be put on an NFTV Extra, and I've also done a football manager video for NFTV Extra as well. I do well. I've grafted hard, haven't I? I've grafted hard. If you can, smash that like button. If it's not for me, please do it for Paul Dummett. He's one of our own. Paul Dummett, he's one of our own. Right, that is it. Good night, everybody. Go and dream of Paul Dummett. See you later. Ta-da.